radio with me. I'm looking at Mark Kopsack. I'm looking at Drew Mitch from Push Beaver County. I'm looking at Tracy Hager. And I'm looking at Dave Rodenbaugh from PA Hot Rods. And we've got an announcement. I know that our cruise is this weekend, number 4 in the series. But what else is going on? Just school me up. I know nothing.
Well, that makes 2 of us.
Right on.
So what we're doing is we're doing Cruising the Ridge, obviously, from 12 to 4. We also have Beaver County Push bringing in the garage tours. And they're coming in at 8:30 in the morning. So we're going to try and get people to show up earlier today. A lot of them usually show up early as it is, but we like to get them to show up earlier so we can have them join in this fun. And if you guys would like to tell us a little bit about what you're doing, and then we'll...
Mark and Drew, what's a garage tour?
So similar to, if you've heard about the kitchen tours that so many people go on and kind of take a peek at kitchens that have been redone or renovated or that have innovation to them.
Isn't it called being nebby?
Yeah, maybe a little bit. But we get a chance to be nebby in 4 different exclusive locations that we're going to be able to take a look at 4 different private collections across Beaver County and see some garages that you've probably driven past and you want to go inside, but you just never have been able to. So very exclusive car collections, guys and gals that have multiple cars. It's to benefit the Adoption Connection of Pennsylvania. It's a fundraiser, but it's going to be a ton of fun. And the radio station here, as well as PA Hot Rod, has been gracious enough to help us partner and to promote it and to have a landing spot so that when we come back from this garage tours, we get to party cruising on the ridge with everybody. We're really excited for Saturday.
All right, Drew, how did you get roped in this? Are you part of Push Beaver County?
I am on the board, correct.
Okay.
And so I guess I don't know if it really, I got to throw it all on John Mahalik.
Okay.
Because we were sitting around a board meeting one night, and we were thinking about a new event possibly to kind of plug in the year. And we were talking about the kitchen tours because I think the sponsorship packet came in for it. But we were like, hey, something to deal with cars I think would really be fun. So that's kind of how it all came to be. And really it was John that kind of listened to that conversation, but kind of just took notes and put it on paper. And that's where it really all began. So
how did you go about getting a hold of the garages that are going to? Are you allowed to tell me the garages?
Well, we're going to try to buy a ticket, Ed.
Okay.
You got to keep it in suspense. But there was one individual that it started with him, and once that fell, I think that's kind of what kind of got the ball rolling. Couldn't do it without those garages, but we also couldn't do it without the sponsors. So,
well, do you have a list of sponsors before we're done? I want to make sure everybody knows who helped out with this. Mm-hmm. Are you worried that somebody's going to touch somebody's car and get somebody upset? Because if it's a good enough garage that you've got a private collection, it's probably not stuff you want kids climbing on.
I'm not worried about it. I think everybody will conduct themselves in a good manner. But I mean, cars are meant to be viewed and seen and driven, and I'm sure we won't have any problems with that. But it's always a concern with everything. So,
Dave,
I'm here.
You own a couple of cars that you wouldn't want kids to touch. How did you get involved with this? Did Push Beaver County come and say, "Hey, you guys, you got this car cruise thing, and you've been doing it"?
They
how did that happen?
Initially contacted the station and the Beaver County Radio. Mm-hmm. So that's the initially, and then they jumped on board, with us. So it's basically through the Beaver County Radio.
We put out at the beginning, we contacted a bunch of, car clubs and other people too. We tried to, let them know that we were here. If you want to come in and be exclusive, we could put out news about you guys. And it was really nice that these guys came in and asked if they could be a part of our event, because it's, like he said, you don't see too many events that are guy geared. A lot of them are like women events, like wine tasting and all that stuff. But to have a garage tour and be able to see some of the cars that people have in the county is really cool. And we're happy to have them a part of our event.
Are these cars that I would have seen at one of the car shows, or are these above that? Because guys have show cars and guys have sit-at-home stare-at cars.
I think you're going to, if you go on the tour, you're going to see cars that you probably wouldn't normally see out on a car cruise, especially on a rainy day or something like that. So, yeah, you will see, I'm sorry. You definitely see stuff that you don't normally see, all the way from vintage stuff all the way through modern day. Some real modern.
Yeah,
Right
stuff
now,
that normally
that's
would
a
be
four-letter
trailered
word, rain.
someplace or to a show. Like if they were in some place bigger, they would have a trailer. They don't drive them there.
Absolutely.
Just not going to happen. They ain't going outside. What does this say about cruising on the ridge, Dave, that other people and big groups like Push Beaver County are coming and saying, hey, can we hang out with you fellas for a while?
Well, I'd like to believe that that means that we're growing.
Yeah.
And the word's getting out. All thanks to our sponsors, plus you. We couldn't get out nearly as far as we could without the radio station, Beaver County Radio. So that's been a huge help. You can get the word out to many more people than we can just by passing out flyers. So yeah,
True.
that tells me that we're getting car clubs reaching out to us, and we're getting people like Beaver County Push and
We couldn't do it without the guys who own these cars.
Yeah.
I mean, if they don't bring their cars out, then we don't have a show.
So the word's definitely getting out.
What does that say for you guys at Push Beaver County? Because when I first saw the schedule, I'm like, well, Dave's being pretty cool that he's getting involved with, and you're sharing the limelight. Most events aren't willing to do that.
It's this is a 100% because we have a family run homegrown radio community here that connects people, and that's what Push Beaver County does, is connect people. So to have someone else do it for us is humbling. So I don't think enough can be said about Beaver County Radio for connecting people and allowing us to do great big things. We are very glad to be working from behind the scenes. And we're on radio. We're not on TV, although we are on Facebook Live.
Yeah, smile.
We're perfectly glad with giving the glory to other folks, and in this case, the Adoption Connections is our events benefactor. So we're just trying to help, and we're just humbled that we're in a line with such great company.
How was it decided that the charity was going to be Adoption Connection?
Well, there's a personal.
There is a personal connection there. So with Robin and everything she does down there at Adoption Connection PA, my wife and I were fortunate enough to have a great experience with them, and we adopted our daughter there through them. I think it's been about 8 years now. So she came to us when she was 3.5, and she's 11 now. So again, with Robin, everything she does down there, just trying to spread awareness. And when you get to a point where you can give back, try to give back and do that.
I want to ask you a personal question, and it's none of my business. Tracy Hager and David Rodenbaugh from PA Hot Rods here, Mark Kobsack and Drew Mitch from Push Beaver County here. Completely personal, none of my business question. You've got an 11-year-old girl. I've got a 27-year-old daughter. Mm-hmm. How is raising a kid different now than when you were raised?
Oh, completely different.
Okay.
I mean, when I was a kid, my mom will say that she never did this, but she used to lock us out of the house. I mean,
really?
In the summertime, it's just you would go at sunrise, you come back at sunset, and that's just not the way it's done anymore.
Did you at least get fed breakfast or a piece of cinnamon toast while she hucked you out? Because my mom did the same thing.
Yeah, cinnamon toast, and usually for lunch it was like a toasted tomato sandwich with mayo. Or whichever house you were at, the mom would throw you something.
Yep.
And drank water out of a garden hose. And
I mean, do we remember butter on hot dog buns?
yes.
You know what I mean? Like that was the.
Well, it's like a piece of white bread is a hot dog bun, a hamburger bun. It's
everything.
It's
Yeah.
everything. Yeah.
None of us knew we were poor, did we?
I I don't think we were rich in a lot of other things, though.
Yeah.
That's the
That
difference.
a lot of black pepper on that tomato and mayo sandwich,
Oh,
right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Tracy, what's it like working with an 11-year-old intellect with David?
Oh.
Do you
What
make
is that
sandwiches
about?
for him?
I told you were crabby. Why are you taking it out on
I
me?
had to take it from
My
that to
11-year-old
you
acts better
guys.
sometimes.
Wow. What?
Just kidding. Well, you see, I have a 25-year-old, and I also have a 12 and an 11-year-old.
Which costs you more money? Because my 27-year-old is crushing me right now.
You know what? Well, now that the girl is older, she's not too bad because she's making it on her own. You know what I mean?
Right.
But my boys are killing me right now. Like
They eating you out of house
they,
and home?
They want to eat. They want to play games, and that's what they want to do. You know what I mean? The games are outrageous. Like I can't even believe the cost of games. So.
The conversations that we just had signify the unity and the strength and the commonality of the community. How much do events like Cruising the Ridge and this tour help solidify that? Because I see people making friends. This Saturday, it'll happen again. I will see people making friends out in the parking lot here.
Yep.
They would have never met each other
Right.
in any other way.
Yep.
That's the part of feeling good about this, isn't it?
That's the beauty of our where we live. And Beaver County gets, you can say what you want to say, but that is Beaver County being Beaver County. That's the good stuff. Connecting people, building relationships, and being at an event that you normally wouldn't be at and meeting someone that makes a difference in your life moving forward. I mean, that's what it's all about.
How do you maintain the energy with Push Beaver County? Because if I hear the name COPSAC, I know there's a big event coming or somebody just got a new moped. Whether it's you or your brother and Drew talking about the personal connection.
I will tell you, it is an incredible team of people and an incredible community that we live in, and the wonderful people of Beaver County that continue to fuel. That's the energy. Really, are the community that we live in. We've got great local government. We've got great local municipalities. We got a lot of people that care. It allows us to do incredibly big things that communities of our size have no business doing, and we're just the conduit to help make that happen and pull it together. It can't be done without hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of people. So that's the energy is the great people of our community.
Dave, I'll ask you a similar question. Your shop, Pennsylvania Hot Rods, is doing plenty of business. You don't need advertising with the car show. Why do you keep doing it? This is the fourth one this year.
This is the fourth one this year. Myself, continue to do it for the love of the cars. And I like the cars. I like the community. I like the people. But first and foremost, I'm a car guy. So I like the cars. Do I need to do it for advertising? We can always use the advertisement. But no, our shop continues to stay busy just through word of mouth. We just do it for the love of the cars and for the love of the community. I have to agree with the whole Beaver County. There's no other community like Beaver County. I live in Allegheny County. I've grown up in Allegheny, and I've grown up in Allegheny County, and I have never, all my life, it's you cross that county line, and it's like a whole different. It just changes, and people know everybody.
It
people
changes
know,
for
and like
the
you said,
better.
you like to call that. You used a perfectly Pittsburgh word when you said nebby. And that's a fine line.
Yeah.
So that's a fine line when you start talking about being nebby. But people are genuinely interested in what you're trying to do. People are just
Very supportive.
yeah, very supportive. Like I said, I lived and grew up in Allegheny County all my life, and it's just not the same. Not the same.
I can agree with you 100%. The first 10 or 12 years that I was here, I was in Allegheny County. When I moved to Beaver County, I thought, oh my goodness, why didn't I do this before?
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, it's the people in this county are very supportive of what goes on in this county. So,
is there a phone number or a website? I know we've got links on our Facebook page or on our website, but if people are interested in taking the tour, what do they need to do?
Sure.
It ain't a show up, I'm here thing. is
No,
it?
there's a lot of logistics involved, and there's 4 different stops. We're trying to keep those groups small. There's 4 different places to go, so you can get those tickets for $50 or $25 for a rider on www.pushbeavercounty.org.
What's a rider? What's the difference?
So the $50 if you're going to enter a car and you're going to drive that car around,
gotcha.
and if you're bringing a rider with you, you can fill your car up with $25 tickets if you'd like. It's as many as you would like, but those are just riders coming along on the vehicle, in the vehicle that's registered. So. You can also pick them up at Valley Vintage Motorworks. That's at 927 Pennsylvania Avenue in Monaca, right across the municipal building. We have hand tickets there. Temco Industries also has hand tickets if you do want to get them that way. But the easiest way is to go online and pick them up at www.pushbeavercounty.org.
All right, you guys listen. Don't go anywhere. I got more questions. I'll say something to get Dave mad again. Tracy Hager and Dave Rodenbach.
That's not hard to do.
From Pennsylvania Hot Rods, and Mark Kopsack and Drew Mitch from Push Beaver County are my guests. News is next on Teleforum on Beaver County Radio.
Are you into cars? Then listen up. Push Beaver County has a whole new event that is right up your alley. This Saturday, August the 17th from 10 until 2 p.m. is the all-new Garage Tours 24. You can tour 4 garages of local Beaver Countyans' collections of cars. It all gets underway with registration at the Beaver County Radio Studios on Dutch Ridge Road at 9 a.m. You can get more information and purchase tickets by going to pushbeavercounty.org. Tickets are just $50 each and riders $25, and you'll also receive a $10 food voucher for one of the food trucks at the Beaver County Radio Studios during Cruisin' on the Ridge after the tour. Proceeds benefit the Adoption Connection PA. Garage Tours 24 is being brought to you by Monroe Auto Body, Edward Jones Tyson Smith, Fern Rock Risk Partners, Beaver County Beverage, Novak Auto Parts, AutoZone, Berkshire Hathaway Home Services Randy Forner, Temco Industries, the Davis Foundation, Valley Vintage Motorworks, Hash and Smash and Beaver, and Push Beaver County.
The big issue this year isn't whether or not to close the border. This is Cindy Hiladio from Friendly Federal Credit Union. And quite frankly, I'm not sure why people are worried whether or not folks go back and forth from Eloquipper to Center Township or even across the river from Ambridge to South Heights. What's the big deal anyway? The real issue is what group you are with. I recommend Friendly Federal Credit Union. Whether you like to visit the right, the left, or even the center of our teller counter, we welcome your input, or should I say deposits. Join the party, the celebration that happens every day when our member owners benefit by helping each other. This is Cindy Hiladio, and I approve this message. And later on, I'll probably approve a loan or two. Friendly Federal Credit Union, member NCUA, equal housing lender.
Friendly Federal Credit Union, you got a friend.
Summer fun starts at the East Rochester and Tusca Shop and Saves. They have everything you need to enjoy your summer. Fire up the grill with their top quality meats, juicy steaks, tender chicken, and mouth-watering ribs along with burgers. Cool down with a great selection of wines and explore the famous beer cave for an extensive variety of brews. Don't miss out on amazing weekly specials and save money at the pump with every dollar that you spend. Stop by the East Rochester and Tusca Shop and Save today for everything that you need this summer.
95.7 and 99.3 FM, along with WBVP, WMBA, and BeaverCountyRadio.com, invite you to tune in to Sounds of Faith. Tune in Sunday mornings from 7 until 9 for a mix of the best sacred music of all time. Sounds of Faith is brought to you by Crawford Tire and Beaver, the William Murphy Funeral Home, City Rescue Mission, MRS Physical Therapy, Circle of Friends, J&J Spratt Funeral Home, and Rome Monument and Inspirational Gifts. Sounds of Faith, uplifting, relaxing, and inspiring radio. Sunday mornings from 7 until 9 on 95.7 and 99.3 FM, along with WBVP, WMBA, and BeaverCountyRadio.com.
Hi, folks. I'm with our good friend John Diagardi from Row Monument. John, you were telling me earlier that people really should not rush into choosing a memorial for their loved one. Now, why is that?
We found that families need to take ample time to grieve first. Grief is not something that we get over. but rather something that we learn to live with. So the length of time to grieve varies from person to person.
You mentioned that the monument can't be placed right away.
That's right. There are certain things that need to take place before a monument can be installed. So it's really worth taking time to think about how to plan and design a memorial that truly reflects a person's life. It's actually a healing activity that helps to alleviate grief.
John, this makes a lot of sense.
It does, and when the time is right to proceed, not only can Roe Monument help families choose and design their memorial, we can help them save as much as 50% by eliminating the middleman.
Thank you, John. Folks, you can learn more simply by visiting RomeMonuments.com.
The place for news, sports, and entertainment. You're listening to Beaver County Radio, 99.3 FM and WBVP, live from the all-new Fry Transportation Studios.
Beaver County Radio's news source, 95.7 and 99.3 FM, along with 1230 WBVP, 1460 WMBA, and streaming at beavercountyradio.com.
Good morning, everybody. I am Noah Haswell here on 99.3 FM and AM 1230 WBVP. We can expect sunny skies today with a high of 83 degrees this morning, and we will have a complete Beaver County weather forecast, but for now, here's a look at news. PennDOT replied to recent social media posts that claim that Pennsylvania is removing state inspection requirements. They confirmed that legislation has not eliminated annual state safety inspections and admissions testing. A scam is going around in the form of a text telling people they owe money for trips on the Pennsylvania Turnpike. It also gives a website to pay the funds, but a Pennsylvania Turnpike Commission spokesman confirmed that the website is fake and asks for credit card information for identity theft. This problem is called smishing, which is coined by the FBI for hackers to use phishing scams with secret message service. Smishing started in March when residents in Illinois began receiving the text, supposedly from the Illinois Tollway, and various phone numbers were given out to scammers, claiming to act as a specific state toll for people that view the text. If you see these texts or emails that ask for personal information, do not answer them and delete them. The crisis of mental health is still affecting both children and teens across the country, and a free option is available for mental help during back-to-school season. A new poll from the American Psychiatric Association Foundation shows 84% of Americans believe school staff can play a crucial role in identifying signs of mental health issues in students. The program that the APA Foundation is providing is called Notice, Talk, Act at School. This goes in 3 phases: noticing peculiar signs and symptoms, talking through active listening, and acting by implementing resources to help. This program is not in Pennsylvania schools as of yet and available at no cost to schools, staff, and parents. The medical nonprofit Vitalant are looking for blood donors as they will be holding 3 separate blood drives here in Beaver County this month. Those who participate will receive a $10 gift card and will be entered into a raffle that will give 2 winners a stake of $10,000 as part of their grocery giveaway. The blood drives will be on Saturday, August 17th at 908 Market Street in Bridgewater from 9 a.m. to 2 p.m., Monday, August 19th at 3590 Darlington Road from 1 to 7 p.m., and Thursday, August 29th at the Beaver Valley Mall in Monaca from 12 to 6 p.m. Donors can also schedule appointments on the Vitalant website through their group's app or by calling 877-258-4825. And the Beaver Falls Fire Department has received a grant that will keep their first responders safe. According to local representatives, the Assistance to Firefighters Grant, or AFG, awarded $187,428.57 to the department for equipment, head-to-toe protective gear, emergency vehicles, training, and other resources.
Here's the Beaver County forecast.
Plenty of sunshine once again today. We'll reach a high near 82. Clear skies tonight will drop down to a low of 59. More sunshine tomorrow. Look for a high of 86 and an overnight low of 67. On Friday, it'll be mostly cloudy with a chance of showers and thunderstorms. We'll reach a high near 82 and a low in the upper 60s. And partly sunny on Saturday with a chance of afternoon showers and thunderstorms. We'll see a high near 80. I'm Lisa Marie with your Beaver County weather.
On this Wednesday, August the 14th of 2024, that's a look at the news for now. I am Noah Haswell on 99.3 FM and AM 1230 WBVP, also streaming live around the world at beavercountyradio.com.
Talk about what's happening in Beaver County or around the world on Teleforum. 724-843-1888. 724-774-1888. It's Teleform with Eddie Crow.
It is, in fact, that, but it's been a very pleasant, non-yelling, mostly half hour. With me in the studio from PA Hot Rods, Tracy Hager and Dave Rodenbaugh. And turn your mic up. Go say hello.
Hello.
Oh, wrong one. I'm messing
Can
with
you turn up the right mic? Oh, my God. Now we're going to start screaming. You wanted a non-screaming.
You know what happens when that happens? Keep
Wait.
going. There you go. Just like Outer
Did you
Limits,
turn me
man.
off?
Yeah. Just like Outer Limits.
You control the vertical.
I control the horizontal.
You control the horizontal.
Control the
Yes, I
on-off
know.
switch. That's why I was worried that if we were going to take a whole hour, it would go to fisticuffs.
That is a very obscure reference, by the way. Outer Limits.
So am I.
Yeah.
In addition to this conversation, a wonderful conversation with Push Beaver County, Mark Kopsak is here and Drew Mitch is here. And you guys, all kidding aside, the fact that these two events, it's the Garage Tour and it's Cruising the Ridge, and it's this weekend, the fact that you're combining events, it gives me that feeling of reminding me what you were talking about, the difference in living in Beaver County.
Oh, yeah.
Now, we would be very remiss if you didn't point out this takes a ton of sponsorship.
It does.
And that involves other people having that feeling about Beaver County. Talk about some of the sponsors for me.
Some of the sponsors we have, well, all of the sponsors for
Yes.
Cruising the Ridge. Start with Al's Custom Inc. He's a
I know the
he's
word.
a gunsmith.
Yeah.
Beaver Valley Auto Mall, Beaver County Transit Authority, Burn Towing. I don't have my glasses.
When you say Beaver County Transit Authority, do you sing that song or just walk down the hall and abstractly yell out, "Ride the bus"?
Yeah.
Does that happen to you? All right.
You guys get on a bus. Just get down there and get on a bus.
Don't be nebby. That lady's person.
Don't be
your
nebby.
problem.
Get on a bus and just go downtown. We got Dwyer Commercial Glass, CXP Realty, Friendly Federal Credit Union, Fry Transportation, J. Young Refuse, Moon Township Ford, Mongoose Motorsports. They had a really, really, really nice show last Wednesday night. They do Octane Nights out in Ravenna. They shut down the whole town, and it's a really nice show. She puts on quite a nice deal. O'Reilly Auto Parts, Patriot Home Care, Rochester Shop and Save, Tusca Shop and Save, Rochester True Value, Stainless Revival, You Need a Tire. Hey, you need a tire?
Hey.
And William Murphy Funeral Homes. And also our door prize sponsors, Cornwell Tools, John Wosner is his name, Liddy's Chevy Warehouse, Custom Coatings, and Stainless Revival.
Is it getting easier?
No.
It's a huge list.
You don't know the rest of the question.
Yeah.
I appreciate your commitment to it. Is it getting easier to get sponsors? Because every time you come in here, there have been more.
Well, I will tell you, compared to last year, yes, we have a whole lot more sponsors this year than we had last year.
I think this goes back to your comment about being in this county. Like, I'm from Columbiana County.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
I've worked. Oh, it's lovely there. You just don't understand.
I understand. It's where I used to
The water is 100% now.
That's where I
Anyway.
used to go get my bootleg fireworks.
Yeah. Right?
The water's the best water in the nation.
Okay.
It is right now.
What?
Yeah, the water. It's East Palestine. The train derailment. Now they have the best water in the country.
You know what? That's often how it works. It's a mess so bad you got to address it. And
they fixed it.
Better than before.
Real good.
But I think it goes back to living here and working here in Beaver County. All the sponsors, they see like what kind of a fun event this is and how much it draws people. So, and then when we work with somebody like Push Beaver County, and they have a whole different set of sponsors. So now we've got all these people coming together to kind of put together like a nice day. We've had other people come to us for donating raffle baskets and the door prizes and stuff. So,
And we're still looking for more. We're always
still
looking.
need- Yep.
So
we have two more events. So this one, if I can get the items before Friday, I can put them in the bags for
Bag
this
fillers.
weekend.
Bag fillers is what we need the most.
Or
That is-
raffle baskets, and we'll have
Those-
another event for that.
I've been in charge of the raffle basket table. That is a heavy traffic area.
Yes.
People always coming by. I want to talk to Mark and Drew for a second. How does one become a member of Push Beaver County?
Well, it's a small board. There's 15 of us that.
Does the board have minions, or is everybody equal but just with a board gig?
That's pretty much
okay.
Yeah, we're all pretty much equal. But we all have committees that we do and projects that we have, and on those projects, those committees could have anywhere between 3 members and 300 members. When we're talking about Beaver County Boom, we have 5 or 6 board members that are on that particular committee that just kind of head up the committee itself has 350 members on it, including municipalities and county and
Wait a minute.
EMS.
A committee with 350
Yeah,
members?
that's how many folks it takes, and some
How does anything get done?
Oh, it does. It does, and everybody has their role. There's so many people that work behind the scenes to help make these things happen, and they just do it with grace, and they do it with love for their community. In order to pull off a $300,000 or $400,000 firework production, it just takes hundreds. I mean, there's people that we don't even know their names that come and help and set up and empty trash cans, and I mean, there's just hundreds of people that make Beaver County Boom Weekend happen. With garage tours, the committee is a little bit smaller and it's much more intimate. This event is a committee of about 3 or 4 of us, but partnering with the radio station and partnering with PA Hot Rod, help make it happen.
Drew, I know how it got sorted out, what the charity is. You shared that story earlier. What drew you, no pun intended, to Push?
I'm going to say it was the humility that everybody has on the board. They're not on the board for self-recognition. They're part of this board to connect people in Beaver County and kind of push Beaver County ahead. So, like I said, they're not there to be in the limelight. They walk in the background. They don't want the recognition, but that's what makes the event so successful, is for that ego trip to say, I did this. It's more or less they actually try to sometimes pass off the, who did it, and that's kind of what makes it work. Everybody just does what they need to do.
How many events does Push Beaver County involve themselves in 1 year? Everybody knows the Boom.
We do Beaver County Boom. We do the Beaver County Maple Syrup Festival.
Oh, the great sausage incident of 2 years ago when they changed the sauce. That's right.
That's right.
Yeah, I got
You would
more calls.
remember about
I got more
sausage.
calls over that than the presidential race. Why is they did him sausage?
I know.
But they did.
We will rebuild.
Yes.
We will rebuild.
It'll be okay.
Last year was one of the most visited ones, and actually this year
It was massive.
we're actually planning a fundraising event along with the Special Olympics. And if it all comes to fruition, it's going to actually be called Sausage Fest.
Oh, no.
Are you serious?
Yeah, I'm not. If I'm lying, I'm dying.
I don't know what a
you might want to
T-shirt.
rethink that.
I don't know what a T-shirt's going to cost. I'll pay double.
That's right.
All right.
That's right. But we're trying to get 3 or 4 different purveyors in to have a contest, and the winner of this food contest of sausage will be the one that presents
sausage
at the Maple Syrup Festival. Yeah, sausage. Yeah, so we're always coming up with new ways to have fun.
And I think
That is fun.
I think they're looking for a sausage mascot. If you would wear
I'm
the
down.
sausage,
I'm down.
wear the sausage outfit.
You will hear more about that in the months ahead. But
I will totally be on that chair of the sausage fest if you guys have
There are
something
people
like
calling
that.
right now to volunteer
on
to
it.
help.
absolutely, it's
I ask one thing. The final award winner should be called the Abe Froman Award in honor of Ferris Bueller's Day Off.
absolutely.
Okay.
Abe Froman, the Sausage King of
Sausage King
Bridgewater.
of Chicago.
Abe Froman, the Sausage King of Beaver County. Absolutely. But we do those two events. We have our celebrity, or not celebrity. There's a lot of celebrities there, but it's a charity golf outing.
Sausage Man.
At the end of this month. And we have, there's 32 foursomes signed up to be playing in our golf invitational.
What course is it at?
We're at the Beaver Valley Golf Club.
Okay.
We're there at the end of the month. In fact, the radio station, I think, is going to be there as well. We're excited to have you guys up there for this year, and it's going to be fun.
That's a lot of people.
Yeah, it's
32
groups,
foursomes.
yeah.
That's a lot of people wanting their cart right now.
Yeah, and I will tell you, we've had more than that. This is where we want it to be, so that everybody plays and moves and has a good. They're not out there forever, but it's a great day. I always tell people with the push golf outing, playing golf is like the third or fourth thing we do that day. So it's just fun. It's a fun event. But
the golf is sprinkled amongst all the other stuff going on.
Yes,
and it starts at the breakfast.
The networking and the bringing people together, and it's just a family reunion. Essentially, is what it is. So it's a blast.
All right. What other events? I want to make sure, because every time I hear some big event, I hear Push Beaver County.
Well, we get a couple of events that get kind of pushed to do, and we try to accomplish those things. We're only a small board of 15, so we have to use our individual networks a ton to kind of help get some of these projects moving forward. But those are pretty much our main ones. We do a Toys for Tot drive in December, which is a Tailgate for Tots event. I think we're partnering with a couple of different restaurants this year to kind of expand that. It's constant all year long.
Are you going to put the boxes in places?
No, we're going to we'll have a tailgate before a Steeler game. It's a really fun event. We put out a spread. You bring a toy, you get the spread, and then we tailgate for the Pittsburgh Steelers, and we collect a ton of toys for it's really for Beaver County and Butler County. Okay. But I think our drives help. It's one of the largest in the state, so we help make that happen as well. We're proud to help.
Do you ever have a downtime? Because everything you're naming, golf events and car cruises, that's summer stuff. Christmas toy drive, that's winter stuff. Does Push Beaver County ever take a break?
No. In fact, we have projects that are even 2 or 3 years out. I mean, we're looking at a Light a Bridge. We have a Light a Bridge committee to help, kind of put lights on a local bridge.
Which bridge?
The one that is shaped like a beaver, going from Rochester to Bridgewater is the focus on that.
There's a bridge shaped like a beaver?
It is. If you look at it from the side, if you look at it from the 51 bridge, and you look at the bridge that connects Rochester to Bridgewater, there's a head, a body, and a tail.
I had no. All right, I'm taking a different way home tonight.
Yeah, you gotta check that out. But there's a committee, and it's not just Push Beaver County. There's Fort McIntosh Foundation. There's a whole bunch of folks. Dave Atchison, Dr. Dave Atchison. There's a huge group of folks that are coming together to help decorate and light a bridge, kind of opening Beaver County for business. Just shows that we're open for business.
That's like the M7 grand opening going on.
Yeah, that's exciting.
It's like, that's cool for the facility, but it's big picture. That's cool because that shows me and you, I'm sure, people doing business in Beaver County and settling and being permanent in Beaver County, and that means the world. That tells me we're going in the right direction.
Absolutely.
In large part because of people like Pennsylvania Hot Rod and Push Beaver County. I'll ask each of you, Tracy Hager and Dave Rodenbaugh from PA Hot Rods, Mark Kopsack and Drew Mitch from Push Beaver County. Is there anything I didn't ask you that you wanted to make sure you let people know? I'm going to go ahead. Before we're done, I want you to tell people how to get signed up for the garage tour, but is there anything that should have come up that didn't?
Well, I just wanted to mention our sponsors for Garage Tours 24.
Absolutely.
Because nothing is possible without them. First and foremost, it benefits Adoption Connection PA. And top of the sponsor was Monroe Auto Body. They kind of kicked it off, and they were the first one, so it kind of set the pace for everything. Edward Jones, Tyson Smith, Fern Rock Risk Partners, of course, Valley Vintage Motorworks, Beaver County Beverage, Novak Auto Parts, the Davis Foundation, Randy Forner with Berkshire Hathaway. Get a good breakfast at Hash and Smash in Beaver. Temco Industries, custom metal fabricator in Burgettstown, Pennsylvania.
I see that on your shirt.
Yeah. Rochester AutoZone and Steve Kish. So that kind of rounds out the sponsors.
Mr. Rodenbaugh, did I leave you hanging on anything you wanted to share? I know you will.
No.
Sweet. That's a win for both of us. Tracy?
Tracy, you want to take that?
So, like, just to go back over everything, so, like, Cruising the Ridge will begin from, at noon until 4. We'll have
Nobody
door prizes on
shows
the
up.
hour.
Nobody shows up at noon.
Everybody's gonna show up early.
beforehand,
They
yes.
show up early, that's
and,
right.
Yeah, you're more than welcome to show up early. These guys will be here early in the morning.
Please
8
show up as
o'clock.
early as you can.
We'll be here.
You can come park and then leave and come back. We don't care. Everything's cool
Yep.
up here.
I'll wash your car for you, mister. I got you.
You heard it.
Yeah.
Eddie Crow's going to wash your cars.
I'll make sure them hubcaps is there when you get back.
Last time he yelled at everybody and they couldn't leave. He says, "Nobody leaves."
Yeah, but I was wearing a Beaver suit, so how serious was I being taken?
Yeah, you and your Beaver suit. Don't get me started on that again.
It's a dream come true. If only you weren't already married when you saw me in a Beaver suit.
I know.
I know.
If I
It would've
wasn't
been over.
married.
Sure. Your wife and I have had that talk weirdly.
Probably, yeah.
Okay.
Well,
But yeah, we're going to have the door prizes on the hour, and then we'll have 50-50 going until about 3:30ish. We'll start pulling tickets for that and the basket auction. We get great prizes and stuff donated to us for that. And
That's Saturday.
Skyway Drive and Pentown Dogs, Chaotic Java. We'll have Push Beaver County here. They're going to give vouchers for the food vendors for everybody that's joining in on their tour. And if you need any information about the cruise, we have most of the information is uploaded to our Facebook page, Cruising the Ridge Car Cruise. You can find that on Facebook. And
I wanted to also say that get here early to get one of the first 100 dash plaques.
Yep, 100 car.
Don't
the first
forget,
100 cars get a dash plaque.
Because at the end of the year, we have a raffle for, it's a surprise.
Mm-hmm.
If whoever has all 5 dash plaques goes into a
special
raffle for that special prize.
Dave's special prize.
And they do run out. There are more cars that show up than dash
we get rid of them
plaques.
all every month. And
we're not saying don't go steal one from your friend or
Yeah.
whatever. If they were here and you
Wink,
weren't,
wink.
and they're not, and you know what I mean? Like,
Sort that
we're
out.
not
get your
saying-
plaques. Get your
We're not-
plaques however you want. But I'll have a special. I'm saving one from each one, so we'll have a special raffle at the last to included.
Get 5
for
all 5 dash
all
plaques.
5 dash
So
plaques.
if for some reason you don't have them, then you will get them.
So we're all going to see each other at some point, probably Saturday, aren't we?
Mm-hmm.
I hope so. Saturday.
That's great.
Saturday, bring.
I missed you last month.
Bring
I
your
didn't see
cars
you,
out.
did I?
Don't worry
You
about
were
the rain.
there. You were teaching that kid how to ride a bike. That's right.
I was here. What do you mean
Yeah.
you missed me last month?
Yeah.
You were on vacation here. That's what it was.
Yeah, I was on vacation,
Yeah, but
but
he
I
was
was still
here.
here.
Yeah, I didn't think he was going to be here.
And I was teaching big
Short-term
country to
memory.
ride a bike
Yeah,
Yes.
that's right.
in a Beaver suit, because that's how
Yes.
you get taken serious in instructional manners. Is that it? Tracy,
Yes.
you rock.
It's a pleasure.
What about me?
Mark. That's
He
why
hasn't
you
got there
don't.
yet. Jesus.
That's why you don't.
What about me?
From Push Beaver County. Hang on, man. Jesus, Murphy on a
Is this
pogo
thing
stick.
on?
Not in a second. Push Beaver County, Mark Kopsack. Always great to see you. Drew Mitch. Wonderful to meet you. We're going to talk about disc golf off the air. Tracy Hagar. Always wonderful to see you. And Dave.
That's me.
You're my favorite of all. You're like the littlest who in Whoville as
That's
far as
awesome.
I'm concerned.
It's a shame I don't feel the same way about you.
Come watch the
but,
fist fight Saturday in the middle of Cruising the Ridge. It's Teleforum. I got nothing to follow this.
Are you into cars? Then listen up. Push Beaver County has a whole new event.